Welcome to ShadowMeTarot. I have been waiting for this deck for a little bit of time here. And I am so excited to see it. It almost didn't make it to in front of the camera. You can see I actually opened it, but I didn't open it. So, oh my God, it's so big. It's so big. That's ginormous. Like, here's a regular size tarot deck box. Oops. Oh my God, that's huge. That's huge among us. All right. And the box is like perfect, but like it's enormous. Enormous. I cannot wait to see this. I really can't. All right, let's see. Excuse me. Okay, and I need to turn this off so you guys aren't hearing me so much. All right, hopefully that's better. If my headset's on, then it just sounds like I'm breathing really heavily. Anyway. Okay, so the reason I got this was because Teal Swan created this deck called the Blind Spot Oracle cards, which I have found incredibly useful in just exploring my shadow side and just kind of, it's really a shadow side of, you know, all of us, right? We all have like these 78 traits of shadow, and we use them to varying degrees, and they are pervasive or toxic on some level or not, or they're within a healthy range. But in any case, I got this because I found this so enlightening that I needed to get this one, which says your inner compass. Oh my God, my inner compass. Follow your North Star to find your true values. And this is by Teal Swan. Enormous box here. Her other box, I guess, is pretty big too, but the book must be like half this box. All right. It says, discover your authentic self. This deck has a very simple yet crucial aim to help you discover what matters most to you and allow you to live unconditionally according to those values, applying them to your work, relationships, mental health, and everyday life. Think of your honest, authentic self as true north and the values this values deck as your compass, guiding you to what you want to be in the world, what you want to do, and how you want to go about doing it. Teal Swan is an international speaker and best-selling author who was born highly intuitive. A modern spiritual leader, she inspires millions of people toward authenticity, freedom, and joy. She is the author of 3 books, including The Anatomy of Loneliness. Find out more at tealswan.com. This is created by Watkins Publishing. And that might be a good place to just go and buy this deck or other decks too. I got this off of Amazon. It was released today, but I have been waiting for this one for a while because I do love Teal Swan. Okay. This enormous box. All right, I'll zoom out just a little bit. Here, wait. Wrong way. Let's try that. There we go. Oh my God, look at that enormous box. I mean, that's huge humongous. That's like my whole hand. How big is this card? That's the book? This is the book? I'm not mad at it. I mean, I like stuff that is short book, but the cards must be the book. Okay, we've got sections. Okay. Holy moly, what? That is the deck? This is a Rider-Waite with the box. That would be, this is 100, this has got to be 150 cards easily. 200 unique and beautiful cards encouraging you to look beyond self-imposed barriers and see what you truly want. This detailed guidebook explains the importance of being aware of your personal values and building closer relationships and making informed life choices. Try various recommended spreads, the personal value layout, the decision assist layout, or the hours layout to direct your intuition to specific challenges or questions. Like, she just created her own tarot deck. Like, just the whole thing is the Inner Compass deck. About the Inner Compass deck, I'm afraid of these cards. Like, I feel it already. And I don't know that I can read if I'm going to read every card, then I'm going to read the whole book. I mean, that is a book. That's a book. Okay. The North Star, also known as Polaris or the Pole Star, is famous for holding nearly still in the sky. It appears this way to us because it is located so close to the North Celestial Pole, which is the point around which the entire northern sky turns. The North Star, as its name suggests, marks the way due north, and as such acts as a guiding light for many. Travelers have used its brightness and prominence in the sky as navigational tool for centuries. Like the North Star, your values can be used to guide you and keep you on the right path. When you do so, you allow your inner compass to point you to a destination that is both purposeful and uniquely meant for you. Experiencing overall life satisfaction, happiness, well-being, and fulfillment really boils down to figuring out what you value in life, prioritizing and then living unconditionally according to those values, no matter what. You can think of this process as following your own personal North Star or inner compass. Each card in the Inner Compass deck represents a different value along with a description of that value and is designed to help you locate your own inner compass. Later in this booklet, I will give you some specific ways of using the cards, but for now, let us consider what we mean by values. All right. Let's see what the spreads are. So we've got, what are your values? Values, not goals. Prioritizing your values, your core values. I mean, this is so important. This is super important stuff. I'm really looking forward to digging into this. And I may even, after I do this flip through, I mean, they've got denial here, authenticity and values, something that is, denial, social idealism, acceptance, objective viewing, a note about your personal value, incompatibility, rediscovering your own inner compass. How do you spend your time? What energizes you? How do you fill your space? How you spend your money? What images dominate your thoughts? What topics do you love to study, read about or research? What do you most often talk to yourself about? What do you most often talk to others about? Where are you the most organized, committed, focused, disciplined, and reliable? What in your life do you think couldn't stop doing even if you had no money or all the money in the world? Ways to use the deck. They have a personal values layout, north, east, west, south. The power of elimination layout. One of the most important things about doing any kind of tarot or oracle readings is the questions that you ask. So these layouts usually are really important to me. Decision assist layout. Using the Inner Compass deck like a tarot deck. I don't know how you shuffle that. I can't even fit. Oh man, like, how do I shuffle that? Like, not very easily. Holy moly. And these are thick cards. My God. All right. Let's see. Is there any more fiddling around I can do with this? Using the deck to assist in parts work. Ooh. Direct reflection layout, social ideals layout, environment layout. What I need in my life layout, what I need in my relationship layout, what I value in myself. Oh my gosh. What I value in you. Excuse me. What I value in specific things layout, the hours layout, the what I value in, oh, I already did that one. Compatibility layout. All right. My goodness gracious. There's a lot here. Using the deck to motivate yourself. I'm going to read this whole thing. We're just going to flip through the cards and then I'm going to make another video and I'm going to read the entire book and I'm going to read every single card. So there, you'll have to look for the longer version of the video. Let's see, this one is 10 minutes. You already got to fast forward through the first 10 minutes of this video. So there you go. All right, so we're gonna start. I don't really even know the best place to start. Do I start at the back here, or do I start at the top here? I think I'm gonna start at the top. And the reason being is because it starts with directions or directional. Okay. First off, she's got amazingly thick cards. I wish they were thinner. It'd be a lot easier to shuffle these. Like, what in the world? Okay, so the first card, it says West, somewhat important to me. Then we have East, important to me. South, not important to me. North, the very most important to me. Let's get to memories. Let's zoom in a bit. A bit less. A bit less. I mean, this is just... You can't see... I know you can't see it from this perspective, how tall these cards are, but I'm like, see, like... It's as tall. I mean, that's such a huge, humongous deck. Okay. Memories. To remember things and have experiences which are memorable, that induce nostalgia, to reminisce, to be able to encode, retain, store, retrieve, and revive information, facts, events, and impressions from the past when needed. All right, so there's memories. Are they all tons? There's, okay, this is too big. I mean, I know I've done more, but I'm going to do another video where I read every single card. I'm just going to read the labels. And I'm sorry if you want more, but you're going to have to look for the longer video here. Or you'll have to pause and see if you can try and read it. I'm trying to get it so that you guys can get it in the frame so you guys can read it if you pause. Oopsies. There we go. That looks red. That looks like you can read it. All the cards appear to be the same. The borders are slightly different. Looks like there's some geometric shapes in these corners on some of them, but not on every corner. Okay. Wonder, innovation, reputation, meaning, determination, trust, vulnerability, understanding, truth, travel, stewardship, thrift, competition, exercise, food, sleep, education, time, security, protection, passivity, proactivity, resourcefulness, optimism, recognition, make a difference, patriotism, legacy, inclusion, fairness, career, art, nature, faith, dignity, curiosity, ambition, entrepreneurship, happiness, willingness, adaptability, diversity, reciprocity, endurance, grace, professionalism, home, charisma, clarity, entertainment, kindness, intelligence, freedom, physical touch, favors, quality time, affirmation, gifts, religion, confidence, challenge, leadership, presence, dependability, authenticity, pride, honesty, connection, performance, learning, faithfulness, conscience, ethics, gratitude, popularity, talent, empathy, skill, change, partnership, parenthood, allegiance, advocacy, risk, adventure, beauty, winning, purpose, achievement, compassion, hope, mindfulness, mastery, passion, creativity, growth, variety, luxury, to support, family, monogamy, tradition, predictability. I'm pretty sure I missed a few cards because I didn't hit the record button. So I'm not sure what happened or how many y'all missed, but it's basically all these dictionary kind of definitions. Courtesy of attributes, characteristics, traits: caring, awareness, moderation, nurturance, pleasure, realism. All right. Acceptance, safety, efficiency, altruism, results, meditation, helpfulness, accuracy, status, unity, progress, depth, intimacy, intuition, world peace, personal peace, inner peace, cooperation, imagination, independence, originality, to be and to create things which we are one of a kind, the first of its kind, unique, innovative, unusual, and novel. I care about independent thinking and creativity. Attractiveness, solitude, nonconformity, bravery, virtue, humor, excitement, self-awareness, spontaneity, balance, contribution, leisure, community, patience, simplicity, belonging, humility, equality, commitment, duty, discipline, control, fun, stability, rationality, responsibility, to assume ownership for my life, to be accountable, to recognize my ability to and choice to both create and respond to my life instead of to passively react to it as if life is happening to me, which implies taking action as well as accepting the outcomes of my choices, actions, and behaviors. Loyalty, significance, forgiveness, emotional health, mental health, physical health, calm, generosity, respectability, ecology, integrity, quality, energy, flexibility, tolerance, knowledge, productivity, justice, service, sexuality, friendship, self-acceptance, spirituality, to love others, to be loved, self-esteem, and the last one is romance. Okay, so that is a whole bunch. Holy moly. So amazing thick cardstock. Here, let's zoom out. Oh, that's a lot of zooming out there. That's a whole bunch of cards there. Going a little closer, right? There we go. So, I mean, how I shuffle, I suppose I'm going to be able to do this, but just not going to be easy or pretty. No, it's not. No, I can't shuffle. I can't shuffle these. So I'm going to have to do them in batches. Gonna have to shuffle in batches. All right. Her other cards are really hard to shuffle as well. But I like to have like some sort of like chance is gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, so I might have to figure out a way that's gonna work for me in terms of like piles. We're gonna be past, present, future piles, or I don't know. Like, I just got that one flew out, so Spirit wants me to know that. It's kind of what, even though I'm just kind of shuffling for the first time and cleansing. But the cards are popping out pretty nicely. I like that. Love when cards pop out. And this here is a reasonable size. And it's only about like a third of the deck. So I can shuffle about a third of the deck at a time. Yay! Yay for small hands. All right. Forgiveness, attractiveness, responsibility, rationality. These are all cards that have popped out so far. So I'm going to read as many as I can. Maybe we'll even set them up into like a reading thing here. Right? And see what happens. Maybe this will resonate for somebody watching. All right, so it looks like the easiest way to shuffle these is not going to be like the traditional shuffle. Oh, not terrible, not terrible. I'm not mad at it. It'll take time, but whew, I'm going to have to work with these cards a lot. Okay, so, oh, something just popped out there. Growth. All right. I'm trying to put them on camera here. You can see how well they flip out. So that's deck number 2. And this will be the third one. All right. So I imagine that some of these are something here is going to resonate for somebody. When they flip out in this order. And I'm just going to let them flip out, and then we're going to apply them. We're going to apply the flipped out cards to a reading. I know that's kind of probably backwards, but I'm just going to count the cards and see which of these readings matches the cards. All right. I almost feel like Spirit's like, you have enough cards, right? If they're not popping out, you saw how they were flying out before. Oh, there we go. There's something that's flying out. All right. One more shuffle, and we'll see what happens. One more. Okay, I guess not. Not one more for this ginormous, enormous deck here. Okay. Holy smokes, is that giant? It is so giant. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, we've got a table of contents here. So what does the table of contents say? The environment layout. Okay, so page 50. Oh, wait, no. Layouts start on 37. There's a lot of layouts in this deck. And you can use any deck for any layout, right? So layouts are so cool just to have new ones and new questions to ask your cards, because you'll always... I mean, it's the question that matters, and then the cards that pop out to answer it. So you can use the layouts with any deck. All right, so 1, 2. Oh, this one's got 10 cards. This one has 1, 2, 4. This one has 10 cards. So this one is, here's an example of the power of elimination layout. No, we're not doing that one because we didn't do it that way. So this is a what I value in specific things layout. That's a 10 card layout. What I value in you layout. What I value in myself layout. Those are 10 card layouts. The social ideals layout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're definitely doing a 10 card layout here. And I'm being drawn to the very first one. Or actually, it wasn't this one. This is what I value in specific things layout, what I value in you layout, what I value in myself layout. This is the one that I liked. So according to this, if I'm looking at this, we think more often, it says, we think more often about what we value in others than what we value about ourselves. This can either be an extremely self-affirming, positive focus exercise or a self-awareness exercise. 1, it says, first look through the deck of values and select the top 11 things you value about yourself. 2, arrange them in a row in order of importance. Then think about and come up with an explanation for your choices. When coming up with reasons for each value, I might say, regarding my top value, I value my determination because I don't ever give up. I'm not a victim. I have control and power over my own choices and therefore my own life. I make informed decisions and then follow through to completion. This is a very good character trait. People with no determination never accomplish anything because they always throw in the towel when they encounter challenges. I never do. I am not flaky, and so this determination also makes me dependable. If you wish to turn this into self-awareness exercise, you can also think of what potential negatives or pitfalls might come as a result of those things you have been chosen about yourself as well. For example, because I possess so much determination, I run the risk of bulldozing other people and bulldozing myself. For this reason, I always get sick after a project is completed. Also, with this determination comes extreme focus. Sometimes I get so focused that I ignore and tune out all other things in my life. This could hurt people in my life and cause a decline in other areas of my life because I have the tendency to totally neglect them when I'm determined to do something specific in one area of my life. Okay. So I don't know how. I just got stuff on my book here. What the heck? I don't know what happened there. Something was on my hand. Gross. All right. Well, what I'm noticing, that really stinks. I must have ink or something on my hands. In any case, gosh, I hope I didn't get them on the cards. In any case, so how I would kind of use this deck, just because 11 cards, or all these cards fell out, I would almost put it like what's covering me, rationale, like tarot deck, right? I would put it out like a tarot deck. I might use my spreads deck. I might use these cards as like inspiration to like, what is the overall thing affecting my I don't know, what is the overall theme or emotion or core value or something that is affecting my stuff. I might use something like my spread deck here and, you know, if this pops out and it puts out my 10 cards for the Celtic cross, it'll give me like the reason for rationality. Do you know what I mean? But if I'm just going to do a basic Celtic cross for this kind of situation or this particular reading, I would say rationality to be guided by reason, logic, common sense, and good and measured judgment in my life, so as to remain cogent, down to earth, practical, and pragmatic. What's crossing me, taking responsibility for myself, my decisions, to assume ownership for my life, to be accountable, to recognize my ability to and choice to both create and respond to my life instead of passively react to it as if the life is happening to me, which implies taking action as well as accepting the outcomes of my choices, actions, and behaviors. The next card would be what's in my basis, attractiveness, to be attractive to others, especially, but not limited to being physically attractive, to be someone that arouses interest in others and that other people find alluring, pleasing, appealing, and desirable. Passing through forgiveness, to be forgiving of others, to be able to let go of the release and feelings of anger or resentment, or the need for restitution or amends when someone has flaws or has a flaw, makes a mistake, offends or harms me or others. So in a reading, I might go, well, who do I need to forgive? Or who am I forgiving, right? So then they'll pull out, you know, like my broke bitch tarot from Etsy that I absolutely love and say, who do I need to forgive? Who needs to be forgiven? Do I need to be forgiven? Does my ex need to be forgiven? Does a family member need to be forgiven? Who needs to be forgiven here? Right? And so I asked this tarot deck here for some clarity. And we've got the 10 of Cups, the Hanged Man, 4 of Coins, which says happy families, blessings, well-being, surrender, sacrifice, uncertainty, and making large purchase, giving to others, letting go of the old. So I almost feel like if this is resonating with somebody, you're forgiving yourself for not surrendering to the unknown, for maybe making a large purchase decision. Maybe it sacrificed the well-being of your family. Maybe you didn't appreciate your blessings the way as much as you could, and you know, pissed your money away. And you need to forgive yourself for that. So that's one way that I would kind of read that. And then the next card that popped out is growth. So a mindset of a growth mind, to keep positively growing, changing, and developing for things in my life to increase with time, such as self-awareness, knowledge, opportunities, wealth, intuition, the degree of satisfaction in my relationships, self-control, and empowerment. In the near future, excellence. That's beautiful. To be outstanding or extremely good to the degree that I demonstrate greatness in whatever I dedicate my energy to surpass ordinary standards. It is important that both I and what I do are considered of high quality, value, caliber, and eminence. And then we get to compassion. This is the advice that you'd be giving yourself. Be self-compassionate, to live by the principle of sympathetic empathy, the connectedness that arises when we feel a sympathetic commonality with someone, a shared felt experience of pain and therefore understanding, to feel sorrow and understanding and concern for the suffering of someone or something else, and have that shared commonality of pain and therefore concern for them compels us to alter our actions towards the things in a caring way. Next would be flexibility. This would be your environment, to be able to change, modify, bend, or adjust to things and new circumstances, to be pliable instead of fixed in your way of being. The one that came out after that was determination. This would be your hopes and fears. To have a firmness of purpose, resoluteness, to continue trying to do or achieve something that is difficult, the positive emotional feeling that involves persevering toward a difficult goal in spite of any and all obstacles. And then an outcome would be trust. So you'll go through all of this kind of stuff in the different positions, and then the overall outcome is that as you forgive yourself, so as you take responsibility and you use your rational mind, take responsibility and you're rational, and you start that growth mindset, you'll become more excellent. You become more attractive. You're able to trust yourself and others. So that's kind of like how I would kind of do this reading. And then there's so many different ways that you can clarify these cards with a tarot deck, and even if you did like a spread deck here, because I like to use the Celtic Cross, and then I like to use like a spread deck like this to kind of define each section of the Celtic Cross. The Celtic Cross gives us, you know, basics, like this is you, essentially, this is crossing you. So it's just different ways of using it. But I'm looking forward to using this deck. I think this will be an excellent addition to the blind spot in my readings as well. I'll definitely use this with the blind spot as well. So thank you so much for reading. I hope my dogs weren't too distracting, barking in the back here. But this deck is the Inner Compass deck. Good quality cardstock, thick, huge, humongous deck, and teeny tiny book. I mean, the cards are essentially the book. So I think this will be an interesting deck to start using in my reading. So thank you very much for watching. If you did like this, video, please like, subscribe, and share. And then if you've got any questions or you wanted to, I've got a thing in there where you can add, you can purchase a deck off of my Amazon wish list to kind of help keep the channel going. That'll enable me to do more unboxings, but I'll give you a free reading if you do that. So it's like $15 or $20, depending whatever is up there, and you get a free video reading. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed day.